Welcome to 3B's World. I'm your host, Bonnie Ollie, and today we have an exciting episode all about vanadium, a unique and fascinating element from the periodic table. It may not be one of the most famous elements, but it plays a huge role in the world around us. From strengthening steel to helping store energy. Are you ready to dive into the world of vanadium? Let's get started. To begin, let's explore what vanadium actually is and some of the amazing ways it is used in the world today. We're going to talk about its forms and uses. Vanadium is a metal. It's usually found as a silvery gray or metallic substance. When it's in its pure form, it's a little soft, but once it's mixed with other materials, it becomes incredibly strong and useful. One of its most important uses is in steel production. In fact, vanadium is often added to steel alloys to make the steel stronger and more durable. This is crucial for products like cars, trains, airplanes, and bridges. Just about anything that needs to be strong and safe. But vanadium isn't just used in steel. It's also a key component in batteries, particularly vanadium redox flow batteries. These batteries are used for storing energy, and they're an important part of creating systems that can store renewable energy, like the energy produced by solar panels and wind turbines. As our world looks for ways to use more clean energy, vanadium's role in these batteries is becoming even more important. In addition to these uses, vanadium is also found in the chemical industry and can be used as a catalyst to speed up certain chemical reactions. This helps create important products like plastics and fertilizers. Now that we know how vanadium is used, let's take a step back and look at how it was discovered. Time for a little history. Vanadium was discovered in 1830 by a scientist named Andrés Manuel del Rio, who was from Mexico. He found it while studying some minerals and originally thought it was a new element. He named it after the Norse goddess Vanadis, who was associated with beauty and love. The metal's name reflects its strong and shining qualities, much like the goddess herself. However, after Del Rio's discovery, other scientists weren't completely convinced that vanadium was a new element, and for some time, it was a bit of a mystery. It wasn't until a few years later that Niels Gabriel Säfström, a Swedish chemist, confirmed that vanadium was indeed a unique element. Over time, the uses of vanadium became clearer, and today it plays a big role in industries around the world. Now that we've got some history down, let's talk about what makes vanadium special. Its key properties. Vanadium is not just strong in its uses, it's strong in its properties too. One of the key things that makes vanadium so important is its ability to increase the strength of materials. When vanadium is mixed with steel, it makes the steel tougher and more resistant to wear and tear. That's why it's so important in building things like machinery, tools, and construction materials that need to last a long time. Another remarkable property of vanadium is that it's resistant to corrosion. You know how some metals rust over time when they get wet or exposed to air? Vanadium doesn't rust as easily as many other metals, which makes it ideal for use in equipment that needs to stand up to tough conditions, like turbines or spacecraft. So even though vanadium is a metal, it doesn't give up easily. It stays strong and durable. Vanadium also has the ability to change its oxidation state, meaning it can lose or gain electrons and form different types of compounds. This makes it really useful in chemical reactions and as a catalyst in various industries. Vanadium may be found in many different places around the world, but where does it come from? Let's talk about where we can find it on Earth. Vanadium isn't something you just find lying around, but it is abundant in the Earth's crust. It's most often found in minerals like vanadinite and carnotite, which are rocks that contain vanadium and other metals. While vanadium isn't as common as some other metals like iron or aluminum, it's still widely distributed around the world. The largest producers of vanadium are countries like China, Russia, and South Africa, where vanadium is mined and then processed for use in everything from steel to batteries. Mining and processing vanadium is a big industry in these countries, and the metal is exported to places all over the globe to support various industries. Now, here's an interesting fact. Even though vanadium is more famous for being used in steel and